Little campus, +4 campus action over here is going to help Ben get his science up. He's, of course, defended the push quite well. Campus going up here. It's going to be a turn 52 audience chamber. A little bit of pressure here is going to get a pillage off before dying. More campus action here. 6 cities. Okay. The archers are here. The pillages came in. This guy's probably got a promotion here now. Oh no, he doesn't quite. Okay. He pushed them away with archers, but not before pillaging occurred. What's his faith per turn? 30? Foreign ministry in 4. 103 culture on John Civ Freesim. We got another city down here for Colosseum. He can get another one to the left and another one up here top right. Just go like non-fresh on this tile right here. And then go non-fresh over here. Actually, maybe right here. And then there's 2 quarries. You could do opium. Oh shit, no, you can't go there then. You could go to the marsh, still be in range, and get the opium. And then there's still good food and production out here. You might actually go all the way to the marsh and set up the +4 opium there. Although there's a +4 opium here on this as well. It all works. He could do any of them, really. Colosseum plays are always beautiful. Colosseum so good. Gorgo still just set up on 6 cities. Cree is 7, gonna be 9. Interesting that... Wonder what he's got in mind here. Noob's got in mind. Gonna be some border clash here. They're gonna want to get some units up. I think he's a little too scared to go non-fresh here. When he could have done something out here and then come this way. He's pushing right towards Cree. Yeah, Noob's gonna settle in his face, I think. Great Bath is probably an Iris score play. Yeah, it's just an Iris score play. Everybody's kind of getting their shit together. Corny's already got his. Yeah, but I honestly, like, Gorgo needs to get wider as well. Like, 6 cities doesn't cut it. He's got all the land in the world. Like, just because it doesn't have fresh water doesn't mean you can't settle it. Like, this should have been settled ages ago. I mean, settling up in here, get more cities. You got to get wider, dude. Get that settler card in yesterday. I mean, the campus, if you put the campus here, it's +3. Now he's just built a +2. And it's, yeah, I don't know why you don't. I mean, I guess he puts another district there, but honestly, like, why build a +2 when you can build a +3? This city's pop 5 and he still hasn't got the craftsman up. Oh! Noob has had a builder stolen on a little... So this is also pretty lazy from Noob, to be honest with you. This is as bad as leaving this line open. Noob did the forward settle and then was a little bit lazy, and he's allowed 2 horses to kind of give him trouble here. Yeah. Noob is stirrups in 3. Stats are pretty average. Honestly, the stats on Ziffy right now with the spawn that he had. Oh! So a couple galleys are going to punish Noob up here as well, maybe. No, I think he'll be alright, actually. No, he doesn't. He loses the city. I thought he'd be able to keep that city. The +3, there's Cyrus with his +3 on attack, actually wins that day. So Noob gets punished on the water there. He has a forward settle coming here. Which he's gonna... Oh, he actually just lost it as well. Noob cannot be happy about that. Oh dear indeed. How you doing, Golden? Yeah. He got raised up here. He's still fine. Like, he's got this and this settler. He's just got to figure out what to do with this settler now. He can't settle this because he's lost control of the seas. He needs to chop out a galley and or something in here. Get walls up or something just to save this city. Control of this little sea area is gone the way of Persia. This has failed, of course. This has failed, of course. And now it is going to be Hawacha Waiting Room. Education first, actually, on Corny. Getting some harbors online. 126 gold a turn on Teets Teets is not too shabby. But the rest of the team is not really doing much in the way of gold, so it's actually kind of tied across the board. Like, not tied, but I mean, you got a 20 goal lead, considering you got Tithe and Free Sim Molly. Not a huge day. Also, getting griefed by a scout down here. Corny made a southward push with a scout and has come up from the south here to do the things. I'm assuming he's got hill promotion. Yeah. It's too bad he could have actually gotten away. Well, Dido doesn't have the ability to make gold because Dido has been under pressure. I mean, this is all Dido can do, is build 3 harbors. Not much you can do when you're Dido and you're stuck between 3 people and you're getting a Rel Classical push by two of them. I mean, that's nothing Dido's going to do at this point. Mythrock! Thank you very much. 14 months. Thank you, Mythrock, for bringing that in. Appreciate it. Hemlock, I thank you for the 100 biddies as well. Appreciate that. Atlas, once again, with the Prime. Ranger earlier with 5 gifted subs. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. So, at this point, it's going to be Fierceos having to figure out a way to defend himself. He is at 29 science. The Arel war early has put him in a really tough spot. Crossbows are not going to get it done. He's going to need knights, and then he's going to need into muskets, to be honest with you. He's just like so far behind. His best bet at this point is just to keep settling. Keep settling towards Persia. Persia, get more cities. Here comes an immortal push into Adusa. Corny's holding Atusa. It's not going to be easy with a couple of immortals, but I guess 3 will get it a little closer. As long as they don't build walls, you should be fine. And they are not currently building walls. There's a couple farms there as well. Pretty easy to put under siege. Yeah. So the Hattusa takedown finally will be good. There's a trade route coming here, which is going to lead back to you. If you're a noob, that's not great. The galley here keeps this city safe. Noob doesn't know what to do with this settler now. This settler's coming over here. Wouldn't have minded seeing a city come up here for Mali. This is really good land up here with some good campus options and good production. I'm about to cycle home. Is this still going to be playing in 40 minutes? 40 minutes, you should definitely still be good. Enjoy a safe cycle, my friend. You should be good. Molly push. Yeah, I mean, Noob can get a knight up. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. This isn't really much. There's going to be some horses come. He is going to be under pressure, though. Noob's going to be getting pressured here. Noob is going to get pressured potentially after Hattusa's dead. And, of course, Gorgo's going to have to figure out some timing. And Gorgo actually took this city. I didn't think Gorgo would be able to take that city. Noob's in trouble here. Noob has actually lost 2 cities. Did somebody mention that? And I thought they were referring to the one on the coast. Noob's going to have to get his acting gear. He didn't have the greatest land. I didn't really... the monumentality... 16 faith to turn... Fez is dead. Hattusa is dying. Naland is going to be the only science city-state left. It is currently being held by the observers. I want to take a look at Gandhi here. Corny. Corny's getting his universities up, which is always good. He's got the improvements on the tiles going. So he's starting to get these up. Big time science here on all these guys. Working the 7 food there. Yeah, he's got the builders out. He's really tempoed himself up. And big thing, too, is he's getting an armory up early and getting an engineer. The engineer is going to pave a path for his Hawatches, which are maybe 5-6 turns away. He's going to need pre-builds at this point, is the only thing. Probably pivot into a bunch of crossbow pre-builds. Put on the card. He's trying to get some culture up as well with his theater squares. We also have free sim, as we said. Free sim... Oh, there's the Fez takedown up there. He did get another city over here. What did he do, though? Why did he settle it there? Why not settle it in range of... I guess he still has this. The copper settle is in range of it. And then something over here with a good opium as well. There's a nice theater square. I'm not sure what John was thinking putting a city over here when he could have put it He could have put it here on the 2-2 base with nothing but hills. I don't know. That's a mystery to me. Yeah, they're playing well. They were not under pressure. Nor Corny's up to 153 science with those universities getting online now. Gorgo still on 6 cities. No signs of deciding to go bigger. Noob's defending his east. Noob has a knight up to defend his south, although it is going to cost him a campus for right now. There is the play being made on Atusa. He needs to hurry up before they go ahead and build walls on him. Not much in the way of plans here to get wider than 6. You could end up getting grief by this horse. Dido just making units to defend pushes. He's just going to sit on 4 cities and defend his land. Gandhi's just filling up the archers. Grandmaster's Chapel can help him, but the lack of science is going to hurt him, as he's a long ways from a unit that's going to stop a Watcha push. Corny's actually getting knights here. I'm not seeing any pre-builds. Noob's down to -5 on gold with all his units. Everybody else is making decent gold, though. Gaul's on 3 raider points. Greece is on 6. Drives me crazy that he's got Pingala. If he could have switched those ages ago. Molly has nice gold. Molly's got a nice free sim coming. Not sure why they put down a +0 Saguba when they could have bought the Marsh and made a +2. I mean, the campus can go there. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. 2-3 has been bought. Another Saguba, like I said. Grandmaster's Chapel in 9. I'd like to see them, I would have liked to have seen more campuses, get a city up in here, get the +3 campus down, start to get some temple. There's a +4 campus right here that nobody's looked at yet. This city's got a +3 here. Another city down in here gets a +4. You can start to settle aggressively in this direction if you wanted to. There's lots of options. They're actually trading through the water. This is actually a really nice setup here that they have going. Noob was a touch late getting to the denial of the water there. And they've actually set up coastals here like we talked about earlier. Coastal set up in this direction as well is going to work for them. And there's actually, the knight's actually going to push in. What did they go for? Gov Plaza audience. This city, wait, it's got fresh water. Why is he? That should. I mean, for 1 extra food, I guess. I mean, you probably need to buy this fish, I think, and get the food. I don't know. John's actually going to get another settler out. And there's actually another one here. Of course, he can get him out really fast, being who he is. He's probably worried about eventually dying, maybe. So he's maybe going south. Maybe he heads over towards Corny. Although he could have just put it in the water if he wanted to go that way. This is a little dangerous. There's nothing to say that that Molly couldn't have had a unit over here. I mean, he's going to get away with it, but it's a little on the dangerous side, to be entirely honest. Some upgrades coming in from Dido. Interesting, he's going north with this settler. He might be making an aggressive push to come settle this. I guess we'll just go top, whatever is at the top. Amber. Oh, shit. Military units. I guess we go. I think production we have to go there. That's a tough one. Amber, production, and him, I think. I would think that they're going to go after nerfing one of these. I think we have to go production here. Amber, production, and him. I go A, he goes B. Oh, fuck off. And did I swear? I cursed. I apologize. Amber, production, and him. As far as favor went, who was going to win? These guys split well. I just don't know how much was actually there to spend. I don't know how much was there to actually get spent. God, I hope I don't think they'll have chosen production here. Production would actually really hurt them in terms of if it came to production here, then Corny would actually be in trouble because he doesn't have pre-builds. He's actually building knights right now. He's not actually even making much of a play for the Hawacha. Producing and purchasing military units using Chosen is 100% of the cost. So yes, that was the smart play. I assumed that they would do that. Making it more expensive for the Faith Civs to purchase units is actually going to be huge going forward. Gorgo gained the Diplo points. Okay. And Chosen Luxury Ivory, no amenities. That's actually big. That's actually a cancel on... that's a big cancel on Corny as well. He has all the ivories. That's actually a big cancel for him. Yeah, I think that was maybe for the point. Only the one person really, the other person should have run against it. I would assuming that Gorgo probably would have done it just for the point because he actually is up to 5 points because he got all of them right. They went all in. They actually did top and bottom and let them have the middle one. So he Gorgo actually got 5 points out of that Congress. And the thing is that he's got big culture. He's going to need to get his culture up a bunch more, though. What he needs to do is get his culture up much more so that he can get a city on the water that's got high production. This city can get pretty high production. right here. He can get this city up to really, 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 really high production. The other option would be, excuse me, a city over here that he could chop out. Statue of Liberty. That's the really big key, is winning the race to Statue of Liberty. And the high culture on John tells me he's going to get the race right now. Gorgo needs to be much having... I don't understand why Gorgo's on 6 cities right now. Gorgo's under no pressure, has amazing land, could have, like, easily settled more cities up here, could have settled more over here. There's a forest fire that popped off over here. There's no reason why they couldn't have guarded with units and settled, like, 3-4 cities there. A city here. How is there no city here yet? This is a great city. You could settle, like... I don't know who it is. Is it? No. Is Azagi in this game? But yeah, there's no reason to be on 6 cities right now. Like, you gotta create a win condition and, like... Azagi's like, no, it's not me. You can't blame me. By the way, you went and improved the horse, but didn't defend it. Like, really greedy play here. Like, even some units just to protect your land. Like, this horse is going to come in here and grief the crap out of you. Best reason for being on 6 cities is to troll the Normulator. Hey, Moel, how you doing? JR on Gorgo. Oh, it's JR on Gogo. Okay, thank you, Moel. Hey, Bartsig, number of cities is not representative of the Sims quality. I mean, turn 60, 117 culture on Greece is not quality Sim. Let's see. So we saw this was the first one. Coral Pilgrimage on Mali. And Greece went the full package, actually. The China roleplay. Not lay ministry, unfortunately. Man. Now, if he gets a wonder in every city, it works out decent, but... what wonders do they have? Well, they built Stonehenge, and they built whatchamacallit. They built Edamanaki as well. I think that's it. They built Edamanaki and Stonehenge, so that's 2 cities getting the buff at the moment. No, I know. I wasn't taking a shot at you, Bartsek. I was just saying in general, it's what I'm seeing. Even Gorgo has been sitting on 6 cities forever. They're finally going to get a couple settlers out. Or not Gorgo, sorry, Cyrus. But, like, Cyrus had God land. Like, he hasn't even improved the tiles. I mean... Yeah, took forever getting this done. Then they had to go and get a catapult because the walls went up. I mean, it's only a bunch of tier B players. Bartsake throwing the shade. I'm a little bit surprised at the timing. I guess it's interesting that it's just I wasn't expecting Corny to just completely ignore the UU. He's going for a full maybe industrial push with his science. Yeah, he's got ballistics next turn. He's just going to do a full on industrial push. and ruin Gandhi's life. And there's actually a counter push with knights and crossbows, and here comes the forward settle. And Ben's up to 86 science on a free ink golden age, which is going to put him not that far behind on ballistics of his own. And Gandhi just dies here. Straight up dies. Here, like, just, this is Irelville, everybody. This is Irelville City. Classical era pushes. If you do a classical era push and you don't take cities and just completely destroy the person you're pushing, game over. And we're seeing it right here. God Spawn, Free Sim Persia, just having an average day at best. And Gandhi, and he was part of the Irel push that came down here. And then Irel push on Gandhi, they did absolutely nothing. Walls went up, the units went home. And yeah, I mean, he's just going to get run over here. He has less than 50 science on turn 62. He's just going to get run over. He's trying to get campuses up now, but it's ballgame. I mean, this is going to get shut down, but he's going to have all ballistics in behind him. I mean, he's got, what, a few crossbows to stop a full-on industrial push. It's going to be bombards and cuirassiers. Maybe he throws in a couple of Hawatches for good measure. They're going to need money. What's their gold income? Their gold's a little bit off is the one thing. Their one saving grace is that they got money in their pocket. Assuming that Nagnoob's just essentially holding off. This Hattusa finally dies next turn. That'll cost some science on the Corny front and the TBD front. Hey, it's a settler alert, ladies and gentlemen. We have a settler. And another settler. Would have liked to have seen those about 20 turns ago, but okay. The generals for Medieval Renaissance have not started to go yet, but Cree looks like they want one. Korea definitely wants one. If they're not careful, like India, if India wants one, they're going to have to get to work. They heard me, Mythrock, yeah. Why is Gandhi picked a lot in these what's the role? Yeah, Gandhi's versatile. They're actually they work well when they have one or two faiths like civs that go get religion on their team. Because they could take advantage of multiple religion beliefs. They have solid simming bonuses. They can go monumentality, get wide. I'm not a huge fan of Gandhi, to be honest with you. I've seen them have good games, but I've never seen them win a game before. But their ability to go wide, feed the world, build lots of districts, and obviously they got the Veru early for defense. They could do pretty good stuff, but I don't know. They're good. Second half pick if you like them, if they're your flavor. I would have much rather picked. I would have much rather had a Khmer here, maybe, but. Yes, there's absolutely war weariness. Khmer's a better Gandhi than Gandhi is. Kind, sorta. Here's a settler coming over here with some ideas. He's going to want to defend that with more than just a horse. Yeah, here comes the cuirassiers and the bombards. So this is another option, obviously, with that Corny's doing here. Hawatches are very strong, and to be honest with you, I was a little bit surprised that he didn't go with them. But you can always use that really high or really fast science timing. Here comes the gold spending. The really fast science timing. Excuse me, he needs an industrial general still. To push to a fast industrial timing with like bombards and cuirassiers. Some people will just build like 10 Hawatches and just storm the gates with Hawatches only, but and India's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Settler o'clock. The Gandhi did pivot to Pembrush just for stats, but overall you can just see the people who aroused themselves and who people who didn't. Right? Noob's been under pressure. Had himself a bit of a disappointing day overall, I think. He's doing a little scouting with this great scientist here. Hattus has been taken down. The pivot will come in. Noob's going to have to get another line of troops here. Okay, so more settlers are coming. Yeah, another one here. There's one out. Hi. Only a watch is better than shitty bombard for Korea. I mean, bombards are good. I mean, bombards obviously turn into artillery. Like Hawatches, once the Hawacha timing is over, the Hawatches are kind of irrelevant, right? I mean, the point here of the bombards is to take the cities down fast with cursors, right? Like, I mean, 2 or 3 Hawatches in combination with this push works perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with this. He's going to have a couple of engineers to pave a road, and I just don't know how he stops it. His science is still pretty poop. He's still like 7 turns on muskets. Muskets still won't hold, but did Persia's settler get stolen? I don't know. Oh, maybe. It looks like Ben has a settler up here. I think that I think Ben had a horse hiding up here waiting for a long, long time. And just a lazy settler. I mean, get your stats up. I mean, I don't know. You've got 336 gold Mansa Moose on your team. Get your stats up. Build the +3 campus. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. There was a settler snag. Oh, guys. I'm so sad. Yeah, exactly. He held off the classical push, and at one point, it wasn't that long ago. Remember, he was like standing in here somewhere, and I'm like, he could get griefed, as in like griefed, as in the horse might come in and pillage a couple tiles, and then all of a sudden, we see where the horse went. He's been able to core up now. He has he got the culture together. He's on Scorched Earth, so he's actually already got nationalism. Scorched Earth will allow him to make the siege units faster as well. So we'll get out some more pre-builds here. 158 science. He's also the Hattusa takedown is cost them a lot of science as a team. There's one science city-state left, which is Nalanda. And actually, Persia has now actually met Nalanda. I'm not sure if they had... They've got it in the pocket at the moment. If somebody ever has the envoy advantage, maybe somebody grabs it. Is Gorgo controlling anything yet? Wow, no. Like, imagine not controlling city-state. I would like to see a play for Nalanda if I'm on Barking Gang. Ziffy's holding Granada. Zanzibar here being held by John. Like, Teets Teets is holding Hunza, which is fine. Two of the three commercial city-states... Like, there's got to be a play in here. Like, if they can't hold Nalanda right now, then what are they doing with their envoys? Like, John's, by the way, I'm going to check right now. I bet you John's got a play right now for Statue of Liberty. No, not yet. I was wrong. He doesn't yet. He actually hasn't even considered it. Okay. I would have thought he'd have a harbor built by now. So the harbor's being built here. This city is not very productive yet. And when I say not very, I mean extremely not. But if they can get the population of this city up to about 8 and mine up all these tiles, there's 1, 2, 3 chops within range, plus high population, like, or sorry, plus high opera and ballet. So okay, so they've just, I mean, you're just making a push for Bolshoi when your win condition is to build Statue of Liberty? I mean, you went 5 points out of 5 on the first Congress. The other team is out-simming you. And you're not thinking, hey, let's stay alive. Look at this push-out, by the way, from Dido. Holding the line here. He knows that he's not going to get pushed here because this is coming from Corny. So hold the line with a few units, and he's just pushing out and being like, hey, what are you doing up here, Cyrus? Getting the takedowns. Yeah. I mean, they didn't have a lot of gold at the Hiwacha timing, but it seemed pretty clear that it... I mean, maybe that's the reason he didn't make them, is because it just wasn't the play. He's making a 2-laner, though, and he's going to have a lot more units coming. So maybe the fact that he didn't think he was going to have a Hawacha play. Terracotta Army coming as well. It was the reason for it. Maybe he's like, I'm not going to have money at Hawacha timing. Let's do an industrial push. That could have been in. India's still fine. I mean, the settler's coming, but he's good. The problem with him now is his escape route is pretty lame. There's multiple knights with a general up here guarding a back. Like, this is essentially what he's doing, right? He's pushing out and trying to control the escape area. Even this John's horse here is just kind of waiting around, keeping an eye open for an escape. Already preemptively putting that in play. The knights have come, but there's a big answer. These knights are simply just holding the line at best. I am not sure why he has 6 galleys when 2 or 3 was all that was ever really needed there. Oh, big forward settle. I mean, he should be fine statistically speaking, but it's a bad city otherwise. Pretty easy to put under a lot of duress here from these tiles. But actually, Noob has got a bit of a push of his own. Noob's actually pulling himself up here by his bootstraps. And he has a Cursor push. That's going to need to be defended. Metal casting in 2, crossbows into field cannons would be the play. These seem a little slow. 5 turns in a 6-pop city. I suppose he's got some damaged tiles. Yeah. Nine turns on Era. Nobody's doing too hot at it at the moment. Could be a lot of Dark Ages. Let's keep an eye on this push. Bit of a flank here. He's probably going to shift enter out of there. He has a promo. He could sit there and time the promo, but he's going to get hit by like 5 crossbows. He probably wants to back out of there. Yeah. He backed out and got the promotion off before losing it. The engineers can step forward this turn and throw down the last piece of road required to get to the front line. Hawacha on the Veru. Like, this is just smart gameplay here from Corny. Make the investment. Make sure you're protecting your weak side, right? Make sure this doesn't happen. Understand your surroundings. How many turns? Gandhi is gunpowder in 1. 54 science. Just spamming units. Just spamming units, by the way. This settler, I don't know what he plans on with a settler, but this is a lot of knights. I don't think I would be trying to settle this city with that many knights hanging out. Plushy Hunters, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Raider Rooney. So the big issue here is just no science on Gandhi. He's just a long ways. I mean, even when this gets boosted, it's like 6, 11. He's like 12 turns from field cannons, and field cannons are the only thing. Being able to turn all of these into field cannons is the only thing that stops this. And he's just too far away, and he's got no plans to get his science higher. Like, maybe even, I mean, how much money do they have as a team? Maybe just buy the libraries and universities in some of these campuses. Almost 500 gold a turn from Molly. Just buy the universities and libraries in these campuses. Even like the library in this city, the university, like just spend like 1,000 gold on science and get there 5 turns faster, and I think it'd be worth it. Like, just buy, make sure you've got libraries in all these campuses at the very least. I mean, you could buy, you know, a couple libraries in a university here, and his science. Also, Nalanda. Somebody take over Nalanda. Please, Gorgo, take over Nalanda. You put 3 envoys in Nalanda as Delhi, or as India, whatever, and get libraries and universities up in these cities, and your science would double. And then you would actually get to field cannons here. Because all these crossbows, if they were field cannons, it would be glorious. But right now, you're only taking 14 off of the Cuirassier Corps. Okay, now that you just took down a unit. Congratulations. Now you just lost 2 units as well. Although, this one might be safe, because if he goes here, he probably dies. He definitely loses this one, but I think he's actually... That was actually a fair trade. That was actually a fair trade. Because he probably saves this one, because if he ever tried to kill it, like, he could definitely kill that unit, but it would definitely die back. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would get hit by at least 5 or 6 crossbows. I think 6... Yeah, it would get hit by 6 crossbows and the walls. There's no way that unit would survive. After hitting the knight. But this unit is dead. Just bang, bang. Get the knight out. Oh, he had a promo. Military academies. He's preparing for tanks. 168 science. It's going to be a while. Refining in 3. But he's preparing for oil. He's getting encampments in every city. Terracotta army ready for upgrades. University coming online. Another trader coming there. Ooh. Big Yui play. Big Yui play, by the way. That's going to be so big, by the way, because all of these tiles are going to get the bonuses. That's a beautiful, beautiful Yui to Cali. Oh, by the way, we had a push up here. Oh, Hattusa got the Liberate. Ooh, that's huge. Oh, we missed. I saw the push was coming. Noob with the Hattusa Liberate is more science in the bag. It's oh god, that is freaking. That is absolutely big plays. Absolutely big plays. I knew the play. I knew the push was coming. Noob got it done. Easy Congress. Easy Congress. Plus the science is huge. This Liberate means they get the science back. They'll have to put they'll have to grab envoys to put back in it, but that's big. That's a big play for Noob there. I mean, like Gorgo on 167, culture turn 73. Not ideal. And now he's just getting into getting some pillages off. Just getting a little bit of wreaking a little bit of havoc, making him worry about other things. Okay, so he did come and settle this city with all these knights around. I mean, 12 turn walls. Ballsy play. Terracotta timing is going to be big for him to get a promotion on all these guys. This is actually a level 2. And with Terracotta, it could be level 3. Noob doing noob things, yeah. Hi, Yoga. How you doing? India's still fine. Completely and totally fine. This is fine. This settler's coming back over now. Since these guys have been pushed off, he had to back off because these crossbows were in a position to deny this settle, but it's good now. Matsumusa over here now. Noob will have to be careful about the push here is the only problem for him. 116 faith is not huge. Almost 500 gold a turn. And there's even 50 here. So there's almost 600 gold a turn to about 250. Big gold advantage. It's whether or not they can take advantage of it. Noob will definitely have to deny here. Where's Noob's tech at? Metal casting in 3. So he doesn't have ballistics for quite a while yet. University's going to speed things up for him. Could use a university here as well. Oh. Okay, walls are up here. This has been denied. He's gotten out. Hattusa getting right on the walls here. You got like that. Kirasur counter push will be a little bit painful. This is what money can buy you. He's going to have to get his ballistics online. So back up and secure yourself. Prepare for the counter push. The damage has been done, of course. Looks like there was a little bit of a pillage that came in here as well, actually. Paradeza got rocked. The knight had to counter. He's backing off of this settle, actually. He's not going to try and get the full surround here. I thought he might go for a surround with the knights to counter, but he just doesn't. He just wants to hang out, I guess. Metal casting in 3. That means you're like 8 or 9 8 turns probably. 8 turns ballistics. As soon as you get the promos, these can become field cannons. What's his play? Nationalism in 3, so he'll be able to core up. Actually, he's actually by spamming these crossbows, he's created enough of a headache. And if he can ever get, if he had just bought like three libraries. If he'd have just bought like 3 libraries, he could have been at ballistics maybe in a turn or 2. And then you would have been field cannon cores, and it would have been like turn around corny, see at tanks. Now the tanks will come. Refining in 1. The tanks will come, don't get me wrong. Flam God, you see 10k, I'm happy. 10k what? Oh, yeah, I'm almost there. We're almost there. 42. 42 followers away from the big 10K. Yeah, Free Sim Gall has gotten wider and wider. I still don't know why he settled this city when this city would have been within range of the Coliseum, but I guess he just said, I don't care. This city finally did come in. The districts are getting built. 300 culture is nice. Obviously, built theater squares, contesting Gorgo. Helping out the team. Oh, maybe... maybe the... yeah. Oh, somebody was following. Amabob, thank you very much. 41 away. Yui's about to be finished. These are going to get beautiful. It says 10K. Yeah, it must. When it gets within a certain number, it just rounds up, I guess. The exact number is 9959 at the moment. Yeah, 42. What's the meaning of life? So, yeah, this is a bit of an issue. Noob, metal casting in 1. 84 science is not great. Encampment training, he wants to make sure he grabs a general. It's Renaissance Industrial at the moment. Who got the other ones? He got a medieval, so did Cree, and so did Dido. So the medieval and Renaissance generals all went to TBD, and now they're putting themselves in position to do it again. Greece is going to have to figure something out, or Persia, or else it'll get like Cree and Korea both setting themselves up into position to grab one. Coring up. I would imagine this becomes a field cannon. So Noob's going to have to defend himself in the north and the south. And he's going to be under pressure in the east eventually. Although, I'm not sure if Gorgo's trying to set up... Like, I don't understand why they're not making a play for... Like, get the cities at Pop 9, get this city improved, improve all these hills, and build the Wonder. John has actually not made a play yet to deny it, which is even a little bit crazier. Still nobody's made a move on Nalanda. Gorgo still doesn't control a city-state. Who does faster, India or Noob? Well, Noob's under more pressure. This has been denied actually quite well, to be entirely honest. We've gotten the upgrades that have come in here from Terracotta. And I think Ballistics is not that far away. Like, maybe 5 turns Ballistics and these become field cannons. He can core them up as well. Yeah, this is going to take tanks, right? This is going to take tanks. Problem is even at 115 science, with the free ink 115 science, Dido's actually going to be the tanks first. Dido's going to get the tanks first. Over, like, obviously over him. Free Sim Persia stats are getting a little bit better. We'd like to see more universities come online here. It's late to get the universities up, but he has like 6 or 7 universities to get built. Noob is in a tough spot. He's getting pushed. He's getting pushed from both directions. And his stats just didn't quite get up. He's still 3 turns ballistics. He needs to try and save these crossbows. He's got a bunch of crossbows here. They're going to need a lot of money. Noob's going to actually have to be the investment financially here. Clothes on backwards, glasses upside down, wig on, air guitar solo at 10k. I mean, I'm sure we'll do something to celebrate 10k. We do, of course, have an important stream coming up, a charity stream. Snorted dog biscuit. It's not that the push was bad, it's just that crossbows need a nerf. Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that he can get this supported by Molly is an issue too. Return to the hot tub stream. Yeah, like this push has been funded, right? Or like the defense has been funded. Crossbow spam's still real. I'm hoping to get more details on the charity stream and lock in a date. Sometime soon. The people who organize it... Ooh, pike and shot. The people who do the organizing have pretty busy schedules, and I've had trouble hooking up with their schedule in order to get some of the details in place. Korea made golden, and there's a bunch of darks and a couple normals. So as good as game as John's having over here on Free Sim, he did not. Ooh. He did not make golden. Corny did, however. Corny made golden. Noob's ballistics in 2. He needs to save this crossbow if at all possible. Maybe pivot the bombard over 1 and move the crossbow back. He's got crossbows coming. The gold investment will definitely have to come to Noob. As a team, the gold's kind of trimmed down quite a bit. And it's still pretty big over here. It's unfortunate that Free Sim Molly didn't even give themselves a chance at golden. Golden, like a triple golden is huge for Monument. If you can get your international trade routes with the reform the coinage on the 3rd, it can be just so much gold on Molly. It can be a game changer. Yeah, he's pushed the crossbow back an extra tile. In the north, I'm surprised Yav wasn't actually put in. He has Victor over here. I guess this city's pretty vulnerable as well. Here comes the votes. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Molly can kiss their trade goats goodbye. So, Kasheka, AAA. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Congress should not be. You should not be pausing in the middle of Congress. There's a reason. There's a reason why they set it, Congress is set up to have a limited amount of time, so people can't just do a bunch of math. Um, you pause after Congress. So Molly's going to get canceled. The good news on the other side, and this is why I don't understand why a play is not being made for Statue of Liberty right now, is I don't understand. They could actually set this up pretty easy to get to 10 points right now, because they know they're going to get canceled. The other two guys are going to all in to cancel. They can go half in on bottom and top, get all three right again like they did the last time, and vote with themselves and get to 10 points here. They could actually be making a play on Diplo victory if they would just make a play on the Statue of Liberty, and I don't understand why they're completely ignoring it. Yep. Canceled. Dido. 10 points. They did it again. And if they would just build, like, just improve all this land and build the Stinking Wonder. Like, the Gauls not even denying it. They don't even have a harbor built. They're daring them to win a Diplo victory right now. One more turn for noob on ballistics. Oof. Where's the bombards? There's 1, 2 bombards. No general. So the bombards are going to have to move and then shoot. So it's going to be a little bit of a delay. Is that a hill? Yeah. Is that a hill? Yeah. So the bombards can stand on these two tiles and shoot. Oh, no, wait, they can't. They have to get to here. Is that a hill? No. Okay. Field cannons will come. This city's in trouble, though. Molly is at 208. And you can see all the traders sitting here waiting to be assigned. That's rough. Not only that, but everybody else's is dropped because international trade routes were all going to Mali as well. Or not all, but a lot of them were coming there. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 trade routes just got shut down. It's so huge. And like I said, I'm going to go take a quick break while they are. American Gang did 0 effort to Congress. One of them is going to be big. Yeah, it's true. Well, like, I mean, they set themselves up to get a trade route like they just, yeah. They're doing nothing on the city-state control. I don't see Diplo quarters being built. And yet they're still got 10 points. I mean, they could very easily be at 15 points next Congress if they just had their heads in the game. They could be at 15 out of 20 next Congress easily. It's insane. Also, Whistlebonkin is a lot of food and production for the cities. Now, internals will give that back, right? He'll be able to do internals to give back the food and production, but the gold is... No, none of them have. Well, I don't think Mahabodhi Temple has. I'm pretty sure Mahabodhi Temple hasn't been built yet either. So, like, if he had to build a holy site to get Mahabodhi, technically, if he built the mall, he could be at 17. I wasn't counting Mahabodhi Temple because he doesn't have a holy site. If he wanted to, he could chop out a holy site in Mahabodhi as well. But I was just talking about Potato Palace and like this city's gonna be pop 10. Like there's no reason why this city can't be like 40 production right now. 3 chops and build a wonder. They could be at 15 easy if they were. Like I don't understand why they're not doing it right now. I don't understand. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go get a drink and a quick snack. Maybe feed the dog a little food while they're on a break. I'll be back in a couple. Thanks for being here, everybody. Yeah, Corny will just come at our. I mean, I think the push is continuing. But like the crossbows have kind of been worn down little bit by little bit. But I think he's at this point he's just kind of poking away. He doesn't want to lose any of these promoted units. When he turns this into tanks, he just runs them over. So he does. And I kind of agree with Offbeat. I've mentioned this a few times. I've talked about this. I've done my rants. You guys don't need to hear it 1,000 times, but I think Congress in general is pretty great. By the way, your team's got the money. Why are you not buying these tiles? I mean, it had the money. It's not making as much money anymore. It's not killing it as a moment. But like, I mean, these tiles should be gone. But yeah, I agree that Congress in general could just be better. Like, just completely canceling trade routes just feels terrible. Like, it's just too much impact on the game overall. Saving gold to play around a potential Congress. There you go. I'm going to do my best Jack impression. Eat a banana. He's just farming promotions here now. Just farming promotions. Ballistics next turn, as we know. Push is coming on both ends. A little bit of pressure here would be huge. New building an amphitheater and a campus under pressure. Yeah, that's the thing is if he doesn't like Noob could die here. Pressure from both ends. He can't get through the water. To get out this way, he's completely surrounded. I think the right play here is to fall back, save your units, and then defend with field cannons. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one he just farmed. He'll come back and heal. He's just farming XP, getting that thing to +4. Where's his tech tree at? Still not to 200 science. Combustion and 4 though. The tanks will be arriving here shortly, and he'll have ballistics, but field cannon cores don't defend tanks very well. Not to mention artillery. Settler here. The problem is now is, like I said earlier, Dido is now defending the escape, right? Because they know that the way for Gandhi to live is to escape into Persia. But Persia has just not had the game I would have dreamed for them. And they have not been able to push Dido off of this location. And their inability to push Dido off this location means Gandhi can't escape. Sniff. Yeah, that Corny's doing encampment all the way to military academies for oil. That's what you do in multiplayer when you're doing a tank push. Is you get at least 4 or 5 cities minimum. You put in the veterancy card, which gives you 30% production towards them, and you just build encampments all the way to military academies in all the cities. Military academy here, military academy here next turn. He's getting 30% production, of course. He's already got them in a couple of other cities. And then that means he's got oil. So no matter what happens when he goes to upgrade tanks, he's going to have oil. So. Just go Empire score? I mean, like, how do you do that? Score here like this? Or you mean up here? The gold situation? It's about tied right now. Yeah, the teams are about tied right now since they canceled Mali. It was like 3-1. Like Mali was over 500 at one point, and Persia, who was sending, because the thing was, Persia had all their trade routes coming through this city, down through the water, and into these cities. So Persia was making like 100 and something themselves, and all of their gold has gone away. Push here is trouble. Field cannons, though, will slow things down quite a bit. Noob, is this guy already shot? He has, so he's going to lose the field cannon. What Noob needs to do is last move this off of this tile and move the field cannon out so that he can save the field cannon. Apple juice. A little story for you. My wife and I were in San Francisco about 7 years ago on our honeymoon. And we were in this museum. Absolutely beautiful museum in San Francisco. And we paid about $6 for this apple juice. And it came in a little apple-shaped thing. And it's like it's my favorite thing. It's the only thing I'll eat apple juice out of anymore. So yeah, he could take this. Oh, he got the field cannon out. Didn't? Wait, what did he do? There's no roads here. How did he get the field cannon out? A visual bug? Maybe he took the city and he just hasn't shown up on my screen yet? I don't know. Oh, did he move in front? Oh! He moved it in front to do, I didn't save him anything, though. I think I would have rather he moved this back and saved the field cannon.